Ah, man. What a day of training. You know, honestly, I think I should update the training area at this point in time. Don't want to break the damn construction now again, like the last time. Wait a minute. Oh! Oh, shit! Hello there! Welcome to the training area. You know, actually, well, since we're here, would you like to know how this station works? Sure? Alright. Well, without further ado, we can start this little Kamura village tour here right now, so, I guess, follow me this way. So, whether if you're a newer hunter getting their feet wet into the world of Monster Hunter, or if you're a veteran trying to basically polish any skills needed to make yourself better at a hunt, or if you're an older veteran returning and need to get the rust out. The training area in the village is pretty much the best way to start. In the middle of the area we have what's called the Toadversary, and if you speak to one of the managers of the training area, they have different settings to where it won't attack you, or it will, depending on your settings once again, or it can launch projectile or physical attacks. For the projectiles, they can range from water all the way up to dragon. And it'll also give you different situations on how to fight different animals, but only in a stationary position, not in a moving position. Wait, hold on a minute, I want to do something real quick. Come on. You almost had me. I'm right here. Come on. Oh, man. Whew. Anyway, this is also a great place to where you can test cannon fire and artillery fire. This will help out when you have to deal with the rampage eventually. That is something that we'll get into later, don't worry about that. So, I think that should be everything you need to know about the training area, so let me get into some attire that I can...
1 hour later.
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Oh man, this is gonna be hurting for a number of weeks. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would like to officially welcome you all to Kamura Village. Inspired by architecture during the Japanese Sengoku period from 1467 to 1615, Kamura Village displays a level of architecture not seen from any of the more industrial counterparts. Instead of using nails or mortar to solidify their buildings, it's more in tune with the more natural state of nature itself. Due to a lot of natural disasters and a certain rampage that we'll get into in a later video, the buildings are elected to be more looser and they have cuttings and fittings, usually so they can piece together more easily, kind of like a puzzle piece, and they also ebb and flow once these more dangerous events in nature happen. Furthermore, there is also a beautiful Buddhist influence in Kamura Village known as Wabi Sabi, which means to embrace imperfections. And even though there is some wear and tear in a lot of the buildings, it is often regarded as a sign of beauty. I swear, I can tell you this personally, the construction workers take very great care when building Kamura Village, or repairing it, or renovating it, and it shows. this place ages like fine wine. Literally. However, it is not the first village to be inspired from the Japanese feudal years. Yukumo Village from the 3rd generation, I think, is the first one, and I've actually visited that area with a couple of friends. Very nice place. Old school, but a lot of the similarities to Kamura Village. Kamura Village is also very defensive, not just because of the rampage and a lot of the natural disasters that come through here. It's also on an island as well. There's also a moat under the bridge area near the entrance that people can also go through, and it's also a great visiting place for many tourists. Another reason why it's very defensive and safe for the most part is because of how the area is built. Kamura Village, especially around the middle area, is based off of construction of a Yamajiro and a Mizujiro, 2 different type of castle-like defenses that makes Kamura Village and the surrounding area very difficult for a lot of even the larger and smaller animals to invade through. Alright, I don't want to keep you guys waited for too long to start this. But if you want to know more information about the architecture of Kamura Village, I recommend go to GamePressUnited.com/Wabby Monster Hunter Rise, I think. I'll actually post the link in the description below. But without further ado, let us begin with the tour of Kamura Village. So, welcome to the entranceway of my humble home. It is a pleasure and an honor to meet all of you here today. My name is Rakasaripa. I am a sword and shield main. I have been doing hunting for about almost a decade now. This is basically considered kind of like my secondary job. I do usually a lot of deliveries, a lot of the heavy lifting. Yeah, don't let this clothes that I have on fool you. I'm a lot buffer and a lot stronger than I look. Anyway, enough about me. This is Goroto Usu. She is a medical palico, and she actually helps with our injuries, usually most of the time. Also good with traps. To the left side of me is a rescued palamute named Shaba. She is my newest companion for about 4 years. Rescued from poachers. Yeah, even around these parts you gotta deal with them. Don't worry, I already called in a friend of mine to handle that situation. Took her about a few years of rehabilitation, but she's doing alright now. Very jovial little dog of hers. Able to sense a lot of traps, and is very dangerous when it comes to dealing with monsters and their weak points. So, at the entrance, these 2 women help handle with a lot of the entrances, opening, closing, and managing them.
Hello there.
Right here, this is the umbrella merchant, Hinami. She helps deal with a lot of the rice oil umbrellas as well. Oh man, yeah, I don't like some of their prices though. But hey, at least they're affordable. And at least they work, unlike some other areas. And right here, this is the rice merchant, Suzukari. I think that's what her name is. Sometimes I do mess it up. I do apologize. She and her husband actually make some of the best rice cakes you will ever taste. She makes a sweet spicy sauce with them sometimes. No matter, I actually love them fried. So right here, this is Goka and the canine master Inukai. He helps train with a lot of us on the palamutes, their anatomy, their history, and also how to basically handle them as riders, and also how to keep them as cherished as possible as pets. As we walk down the beautiful buildings. Oh, I forgot to mention, a lot of the roofs here are made from Rathian scales. Don't tell Rathalos I said that. This right here is Zenchi. This is a Dr. Palico, with Kagero. Hey, have you seen where Kagero has been? No? Okay. Usually in this little item shop here, you can trade anything trade and buy for anything from bombs to potions and everything in between, along with traps. The item shop also helps you meld decorations and talismans that you can equip in your armor and weapons to help you hunt. And they also have little lottery shows where if you roll them up, you can get useful items. But no, we don't condone gambling. Seriously, don't do that. Oh. This is Hanoa. She is basically a sister figure of mine. She's one of the few people who actually trained me to becoming a beginner monster hunter. Very jovial personality. She's also the main quest maiden for a lot of the lower ranked and a lot of the village quests, and she helps you with these lower ranked hunts sometimes. Very jovial personality. She is Minoto is the opposite, a lot with her quieter personality. She'll hang out in the gathering hub, which we'll get into later. So usually in Kamura village, our main source of income is from fishing and craftsmanship and weaponry. Look no further than Kizaki and Hammond, both blacksmiths for Palicos and Palamutes, and for us hunters respectively. Both are very seasoned veterans when it comes to hunting formally, and then with craftsmanship. And then here is their apprentice named Mahaba. He also helps selling and advertising of craftsmanship and weapons as well. He also has a keen interest in Hanoa, which I can be very protective, but I'll let you date her. But seriously, if you do any stupid shit around her, I will kill you. Anyway, this is Wakana. She's our green grocer. Usually helps us with our vegetables, maintaining them. And also, she can make some really good stew. She is also one of the people who helps manages a lot of the entrances around the areas around Kamura village. Hey, do you got any broccoli in there? I need some. No, seriously, I need some broccoli. So this is Seihaku. He is a rice ball artist. He actually makes very decorative rice balls. He actually makes them very good too, very fluffy ones. But now, for some reason, for the past few months, he has recently been starting to call me a wingman of sorts. You know, honestly, I don't know why he just calls me that.
Oh, me too.
This is Kajika, our resident fishmonger, and I'd recommend get that tuna cut up quickly, please. And right here is a very close friend of mine named Hanenaga. He's a senior veteran hunter. He's one of my teachers. He taught me not only how to throw kunai and ninja stars, he also taught me how to use the locomotion of using wire bugs. That is something we'll get into once we get to the Buddy Plaza. But once again, he's a very close friend of mine. He has this great Azuchi armor that I mentioned in an earlier video on the lore of Great Azuchi and Aknasam. And he's genuinely a very quirky dude, but he can give you some veteran advice. Keyword here is some. Welcome one and all to the Buddy Plaza. This is where your Palico and Palamutes will train. Along with, you'll also be able to choose your companions around this area as well. There are a few sections of the area, including the Argosy, which is in the background. Oh, and you might also have noticed there is a Toadversary in the middle of the area, just like in the training area for hunters. It's a beautiful, calming, and relaxing area, and above me, you will see a lot of bridges that the hunters and the Palicos and Palamutes can go to. Now, you may be wondering right now, why are there so many Palicos and Palamutes in this area around this time? Well, today was currently my day to train them as well, to give them new armor and give them new jobs. Gotta keep them in shape, you know. And I also bond with them when Chaba and Guroto Usu are not around, just to make sure they get some familiarity with me and the other hunters as well. Goka and Iori are also the main teachers around this area, and there are two other retired Palicos that help with training and keeping up with scheduling, and also to help with basically gathering and expedition hunts. What up? Sorry if I scared you, Kogarashi. So, this timid but very dangerous feline here. This is Kogarashi. This is Elder Fugen's old companion. They've been around for a very long time. He also helps train the Palgos and Palamutes when it comes to hunting and gathering without their hunter companions. And he's also leader of the Meowcenaries and the Buddy Recons. Oh. Do I have a delivery with me? No? Just... you know what, I'll take that. Mercenaries usually handle the hunting and gathering so you can craft and sell the materials that they get for cash. And then there's the Buddy Recon. So basically, if you're in a certain area and if you need like a secondary checkpoint or if you get lost, the Buddy Recon is there to make sure that they can get you situated in certain areas and you can get back to your camp easier or to get yourself back to safety. Yes, I do pay them. All of them. Yes, it does cost a lot of money, thank you very much, but it is well worth it. Thanks, Kogarashi. Anyway, now we're going to go through this certain trail throughout the back. You're gonna come across these climbing vines. So, wanna know what's up there? Well, let's find out. Oh, thank goodness my arms are bone. Wait. Hey, what are you doing? This is Akia's nest. Go. Chew. Anyway, this is a Kahoot owl. These are basically your eyes in the sky, and they're also good with delivering mail and tiny deliveries. I'm usually tasked sometimes with cleaning up their nests, and very especially, sometimes these Kahoots will give you some interesting little useful items, like a steel egg that you can sell for cash as well, and also a trap tool, like you see here. For some reason, they also have gunpowder in here. I don't know how they got that. Oh look, I can see my house from here. So here is the Argosy ship. It is led by Rondine, and you might also notice with her and her Palicos have very different attire from the ones that we have from Kamura Village. That's because she is from an area called Elgato Outpost. I'll tell you what it is in a much later video, much later down the road, but don't worry, we'll get to Elgato. But her job is, usually we do a little bit of bargaining, usually a little bit of trading, the business side of items, so on and so forth. You can trade for goods, you can also get goods delivered to you, you can also get paintings and art made by this Palico that is painting behind her in the background. As you can see, a lot of the different paintings of villages from the 1st to 5th generations. And also you can find these rare items that have already been fixed up for you, some of them, like shock traps and flash bombs, which would be pretty useful. No. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that pale extract to someone else, don't worry. Here's a better look at some of the paintings that we have. And you also might notice that not only do we have locales for paintings, but we also have the animals that you'll see in your ecology notebooks. And if you walk over to the right, these are the Argosy submarines that the Falcons go to. And this is Katori. This is Rondine's partner, and basically he checks over a lot of the goods that go in and out of certain outposts. He's still got a lot of work to do, don't worry. Oh, I think I forgot to mention one thing. Rondine's a knight. And finally, this is Iori. He is the leader of the Buddy Scouts. He helps scout the talents of young Palamutes and Palicos. And not only that, he does help assist in the rampages, usually as coordination leader. At first, we did not recommend him or Yamogi help out in the rampage, because remember, these are still kids. But eventually, we let them go, and they were a massive help in the recent rampages we've had. Great kid, excellent kid. Now that we're finished with the Buddy Plaza, let's head back to Kamura Village, finish up there, and head to the Gathering Hub. Sometimes in certain quests, or in certain events, you don't want to be by yourself all the time. Or if you want to be given a interesting and special quest that you get special gear and special items from. Hold on, let me settle these two down before we continue. Alright, so this is where we get to meet Senri. This is a palico who helps you get connected to other hunters, either in Kamura village or in the outside world. Also, he also gives out special quests and special gear. Sometimes just for cosmetics, sometimes if you just want to do something fun. And right here, this is Komitsu. She is our candy apple seller. She makes these all in hand, all by herself. She has them in a few different flavors: cinnamon, spicy, apple cider. I think she has them with a certain type of, it's either pecan or, I don't know what type of nut she uses to put on the candy apples. I'd have to go ask her. Hey, you got a letter sticking out of your box. You might want to check that. Right here, you're going to meet someone very special to me in my life. Right here, this is Shika. She's a poet. I usually sometimes help her with her poems. This is one of my closest childhood friends, and I'm just gonna get this out the way. This is one of my wives. Man, I'll tell you, it's nice coming home to her and enjoying her tea. I never get tired of her rambling sometimes when it comes to these poems, and it's always a common constant in my life that I will always be in debt to her for that. Forever. Anyway, this is the Dango and Tea shop that Shika helps in. Oh. Hey man. How you been? So this was Yamogi's shop. She does dango and tea. The Shiratama and the other palico, hold on, I forgot her name. Oh, okay, it's Kanako, I'm sorry. As you can see, what they're doing is softening up the dango. She usually makes a lot of them. In fact, these dongos help us give us special skills. For some reason that happens. And that is Ikari. That is the sailor palico. He helps in the fish area. Special thing about Yamogi, her and Kagero are very close to one another as great friends. They were actually from a different area outside of Kamura village. It apparently got destroyed. I currently don't know how, but it kind of stems from what Kagero was, I'll just say this. Me and Kagero didn't have the best didn't have the best time. We're very close friends, but after a certain argument, yeah, it's. I guess he's taking a delivery to blow up some steam. I don't blame him. I was kind of an asshole to the dude. Also, for some reason, after most of us finishing ordering dango, she does this song all the goddamn time. That song is cringe as hell, but I love the dango and the other food that she makes, as well as the tea. Do not tell her that I said this was cringe, or she'll throw chopsticks at my eyes. Listen, she might be a novice, but she is still a hunter along with Iori. So before she goes out of her way to tear me apart, let me introduce you to my apprentice. this is Taishi. He's a very novice hunter. Usual, like many hunters, big goals, big dreams, big aspirations. However, usually with a lot of these new novice hunters, it's going to be me and Master Tsushi now. Specifically, I'm with him, but Master Tsushi usually handles a lot of the novice hunters. He has a very long way to go. He says he has aspirations of reaching my level, but I can tell you, he's got a long way to go. But he'll be there in sometime in the future. Oh, speaking of which, that's Master Tsushi right here. He is the teacher for all the novice hunters. He usually just hangs around the top of the roofs all the time. Hold on, let me actually do something. Where the hell is Akita? Hold on. Akita? I actually think I might know where it is. Hold on. Akita! There you are. So, this is my Kahoot owl, Akita. Say hi to the camera. Adorable little booger. So, you might notice as well, I gave him a bit of extra armor on his head and on his chest to protect himself. And as well, it's homage to Elgato, the Elgato outpost that I was at, and where I trained for a few months. It's a pretty chill little owl. He helps me with pranks though. Just like I said earlier with Kahoots, they are the eyes of the sky, most specifically as a lookout for mostly me when I'm hunting and for my friends. Here, what was I supposed to do? Oh yeah, Master Tsushi. Hold on a minute. Aww. Oh, man. You know, I can see where Iori kind of gets his passion of animals from. Yeah, it's starting to rub off me too. Where he got Iori's old mentor, he loved animals. Hold on, let me call him back. Come on. We got pranking to do. Ah, finally. Ugh. Why does it have to take 2 whistles for me to call you here? Next time, no chicken nuggets. No chicken nuggets for you. If I have to call you twice. Okay, this is hilarious. He's not looking? Oh, he's not. Yeah! Go get him, Akita! Go get him! That's what you get! That's what you get for trying to steal my shit at Sushi! So this is our fishing area where Hobushira and Suriki usually operate. They usually help take care of a lot of the fishing and a lot of the imported and exported goods that go in and out of Kamura village. You know, I've always wondered what is actually going on in that dark place. Actually, you know what? Let's actually get out of here and let's not find out what's in there. Built around a blooming sakura tree used to alleviate fear, and as the signal of a bountiful harvest, this is the gathering hub. A very common place for all of your friends to gather. Right here we have our merchant. I believe this is Minoto's partner. Her name is Maido. I believe it's Maido. She is Minoto's teacher when it comes to literature and art. Although she does want to make sure that Minoto doesn't become a workaholic that much. Trust me, I get the feeling. Now right here, this is Minoto. So you might have noticed that they look both alike, her and Hinoa. That is because they are twin sisters, and they are Wyvernians, as you can tell by the ears. They are also hunters in their own right as well. Sometimes they do come along to assist me on certain quests, and they also help with the Kamura village rampage.
See you later, then.
I forgot to mention they age older than regular humans. And right here, this is Master Hojo. He was one of the people who helped raise me. Yeah, I never knew who my parents were at this time. So currently, Master Hojo is sitting on top of a baby Tetsukabra. Yeah, I just want to make sure as well that Hojo is not missing an arm. As you can see, it's dangling what appears to be dango right in front of its face. I wouldn't recommend that, because I think what they should be eating is seafood. You know, I don't know if it's just me, but I actually really do appreciate Master Hojo's laugh. It's been a constant with me throughout my entire life. And it's honestly a really calming presence when I was a kid. Other notable people in the Gathering Hub would be Hanamori, the Gathering Hub guide, Otomai, Yamogi's teacher when it came to dango and cooking, Badum and Tish, the musical drummer palicos, and the housekeeper, which is a palico that takes care of my house out in Kamura Village, and the secondary one that I have in the Gathering Hub, and Kojiro and Nakagi, who are my personal smithies for my palicos and my palamutes respectively. Right here at the overlook area where the stairs are, this is Master Utsushi, a jack of all trades and a master of all weapons, and also regulates the dreaded arena quests and arena challenges. But an absolute recommend if you want to get trained early as a hunter, because he is an absolute badass and a great person to talk to. And also, pupils of his class, star pupils by the way, he always calls them aces. Oh wait, remember when I said that I had, like, one of my wives was Sheikah? Well, here is the other one. This is Ayame.
It's you.
Another one of my childhood friends as well. We actually both trained under Master Utsushi. She actually graduated before I did. But around this time when I was a little younger, she did get injured in a accident while we were hunting, and it ended her hunting career for a long while. I was there with her throughout her entire recovery. During this time, we eventually dated. Then afterwards, I trained away from Kamura Village. I came back, eventually proposed to her, and we eventually got married, just like what happened with Sheikah. Both women are very special to me in my life. Sheikah represents the beauty of being in this world, along with the other large and small animals. Trust me, it's awesome to be able to hunt with your friends or hunt solo, and the joy of gathering and hunting, how we survive and how we thrive. But Ayame also represents the dangers of it. One mistake, or apprehension, or even if you're doing everything correctly, it could end a career, or it can destroy livelihoods. Once again, this is why I love, as much as I love going out there and exploring the world, this is why I love coming back home to Kamura Village. Seeing the beautiful sakura trees,
being able to hug people like Master Tsushi, Yomogi, and being able to conversate with everyone here. The serenity of Kamura Village is what I fight for. And it's something that I will forever be grateful for. No matter if we accomplished our goals or we failed with our tail tucked between our legs. This is what coming home feels like. And I always do hope that many more will follow. Now, excuse me for a second.
And finally, here is our esteemed leader and elder of the Kamura village, Elder Fugen, along with his Palamute companion Kamura, along with Kogarashi. They were originally an incredible hunting trio, along with the smithy that is close to the front entrance in Master Hammond. They were all great friends, along with Hojo and Utsushi. They have been through a number of years and seen a rampage nearly destroy Kamura Village. They've been through Magnamalo, and which also comes to the point of the big sword that's on my back. So basically, through generations, whenever you fight and defeat Magnamalo, you get this big old sword. I don't use it since I I hate long swords, and I love my sword and shield, but I keep it as a nice token of achievement, personally. There's really nothing much I can get through with Kamura Village. Oh, I forgot to mention, some of these people, they're retired in a sense, but they are thinking about getting back onto the field, the hunting field, basically. And trust me, it will be a treat to see them go to work and just being along for the ride with them. And that is the tour of Kamura Village. I would like to thank you for listening to me babble for 30 to 40 minutes, and I would like to thank you as well for coming along on this little enjoyment ride with me throughout the entirety of this area. Next time, we will have a massive 4-monster 2-part episode featuring Gosharag, Tetranodon, and the Somnicanths. Once again, a massive thank you for coming along. And without further ado, get some rest. Seriously, get some rest. Wait, where's Kagero? And have you seen Yomogi recently? They should be back here by now. I don't know what's going on. Okay, you stay here. I'm gonna go check back with Senri. Senri might know where they are. Darn it, Senri! I told you to get the paper back in the box. You don't want it to get it. Wait, why does this letter have Kagero's handwriting? Wait, let me... To all in Kamura Village, and to Princess Yomogi? What the Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Wait, it's coming here? Now? Shouldn't we tell Todori about this? I don't know what type of vengeance you have headed to the Infernal Springs against that Elder Dragon, but let me give you some piece of advice. It won't bring the dead back. You understand? No. Utsushi! Utsushi, we gotta go now!